We're live.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Whatcha Paintin Wednesday. I'm Teresa with Creative Whims.
And I'm Kristen with Shabby Perceptions.
And we're
Welcome.
here to visit.
Yes. And you're going to work on your angel.
I am. I feel like all my paintings lately have they're just so tight. Like I need to loosen up. So I'm hoping to loosen up a little bit today, but we'll just see how it goes cuz I'm wound up like myself,
So
so I
you
probably won't
change
be able
what
to.
you feel.
Yeah, exactly. What are you working on, girl? Hi, Nathan.
Then, I am doing a surfboard. There's this wall. Actually a pretty good size wall in the condo, the beach condo. Well, right in the middle of it, like where you hang a big picture, there is the thermostat and switches and
Oh,
like the
bummer.
doorbell or something. I can't remember exactly. So we got a clock that we liked that was big enough to go in the spot, the biggest we could get to fit.
Mhm.
But that whole wall looks bare. And Gabby was sitting there and she goes, you know, it would look good if you lean against it in the corner is get a surfboard and paint it like a smaller surfboard and decorate it and paint it. And then the wall won't look so blank and we can just lean it and not hang it.
Right. That's a
So
cool idea. It looks like the wood that you're painting on is really old. Like, where did you find this piece of wood?
I ordered it. It was bare, but I stained it with this DIY old barnwood gray and I added a little bit
Okay,
of
that's
brown in it.
wow. So it's actually a surfboard.
Yeah, well, no, it's just like a cutout. It was a
Gotcha.
blank to paint. It's not. I mean, it's
Okay.
pretty thin, probably a half inch.
Oh, okay. Very
So
cool. Yeah, that
we
whatever
just
that is,
got
you.
it yesterday. So I'm like, oh, good. I'll paint it tomorrow.
There you go. It really looks like old wood. That whatever that DIY that you put on it, it's amazing.
Yeah, I like it. So
Well,
driftwood.
I'm gonna see if I can pull everything up on my laptop and then arrange my camera so you can see the painting better.
That's
So
I.
Nathan is a new model stitcher. He's stitching
Oh,
something.
that's the one that asked you. So he sent your stuff.
Yeah, so I sent him something to stitch and he said he's enjoying it, so that's awesome.
That's good. So I'm mixing up.
Hey, you know what's interesting? I just found this out. When I go into StreamYard and then I plug in the channels that we're going to go live on YouTube, it actually comes up and it says waiting, like it's a waiting room. So people can actually like see that we're going to go live. I wish Facebook would do something like that. It's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just mixing up some paint here. I got hibiscus drawn on here. So we are gonna see what's going on here.
All right. Oh, I can see your drawing now that I'm looking at my laptop. I couldn't see it on my phone.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what's happening in your neck of the woods these days, other than the ice storm?
Well, today it's like in the 60s out and
Oh,
sunny.
nice. It's warm here too. It's not quite that warm, but the snow's melting.
Um, other than that, not a whole lot. I've been just trying to organize things and It just hit me that the wedding's coming soon, and
It's gonna be here like before you know it.
yeah, so I've been just getting the house ready, like doing things that you put off, you know.
Yeah. Because if you do it too early, it'll get a mess again.
Exactly.
Oh, I need to go get some paint. I thought I had all my colors on here. Huh.
Yeah. See, do we have anybody on with us? I don't have I forgot my iPad.
The pattern you sent me is stitching, and I'm stitching is looking amazing. Veronica just joined us. Hi, Veronica. Thank you. And then, so that's YouTube, and we have 3 on Facebook, but no one's talking. So, hey, give us a shout out or a hello or
Yeah.
Facebook.
Say hi to us. Hi, Veronica. Yeah, so the only thing, I mean, I can see all the comments if they show up because I'm looking on my computer screen. So you just been getting ready for your release, March release?
Yep. Yeah, I've got oh, and I've had struggles more than like normal as far as like writing directions. I mean, this one, okay, one of my samplers I'm releasing, when I gave it to the model stitcher, I was actually at a shop in Ohio. She works at this shop, and I was down there like doing a meet and greet. So I thought, well, I'll just bring it with me. And we picked out the linen that she was going to stitch it on while we were there. Anyways, we made some changes, I think, to the pattern. Anyways, when I got home, I didn't take the chart, the printed chart, out of whatever bag I took and file it in my model stitcher notebook like I should have. So I had no record at all of what the fabric was and nothing other than I had, the chart on my computer. But we made floss color changes too. So anyway, thank God Karen is organized and she had all that information for me. I texted her in a panic. Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, just relax. I have it all at home. When I'm done with work, I'll let you know. Oh my gosh. It just, that. And then was it yesterday? No, Monday, I accidentally, like I had and I never do this. I had both of my laptops, like one on top of each other, and I moved them. And when I turned in my chair, my swivel chair, it caught the corner of the bottom one and they both crashed onto the floor. And I was like in Panicsville because, if something happened to those laptops, I wouldn't have a release because everything's on there. Anyways, just things, it's just been stressful. I've been staying up until working until 11:30, and it's just crazy right now. But I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So
hi, Carrie. And there's another Pamela, 2 Pamelas.
Hi, Pamela. I see one.
And then a Pat. Hi, Pat. There's Pamela Kudelka from Spring, Texas. Pamela Rainey from Santa Fe.
Oh, now I see it.
And Pat Sparks from Texas. And Carrie from the UP. Are you in Nagani, Carrie? That's my cousin.
don't know why the comments. Oh, chat is disconnected.
Shit. Shoot. Sorry.
We're all grown-ups here. It's
What's
okay.
out of my hand here?
So I'm not seeing the comments on YouTube. That's weird.
Yeah, because
Chat just-
Monica, Nathan, Pat, and Pamela are on YouTube. You're currently at work. You still work at the hospital, Carrie?
I don't know.
So those for you who joined us late, I am working on a decorative surfboard for our beach condo in Florida. There's a funky wall that needs something, but we can't really hang anything on it. Teresa is working on her angel.
I'm working on Bridget. I love that name, and she's an Irish angel, so it's perfect because March is coming.
Her name's Bridget.
Bridget. It's Brigid. My friend Carrie Zawala said I should name her that because she is she's from Ireland and she's a saint, Saint Bridget.
Oh.
And her feast day was January 31st or something like that, and it was about the time I started this painting. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. The red hair and the green eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need to lighten her face, so that's kind of what I'm working on mostly today, probably. I don't know how much else I'll get done. For an Irish girl, she is a little too tan.
Oh, you're lightening up her face.
Yeah.
The way it looks now, it looks like you're contouring it. You know how when you watch the makeup tutorials and it's all
right.
How they blend it.
It's funny because you would think I would be really good at putting makeup on since I paint and kind of putting makeup on my angels, but I'm terrible at makeup. Just terrible. Like, I don't wear eyeshadow because I don't know how to put it on to make it look good.
I wear it now and then. I mean, I wear a neutral color just to help all over, but colored eyeshadow, I wear it now and then, not all the time. Rarely.
You're good at putting makeup on.
Mm.
Well, my eyelids are so like oily. If I put on eyeshadow, it's like creased and gross looking an hour later. And everyone says, well, put on like a primer or whatever. And that doesn't work either. So I figure I'm good without it. But I always, when I see people with beautiful eyeshadow, I'm like, oh, it just looks so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I just messed up her eyebrow.
So, Home Goods. Have you ever been in one?
Yeah. Not in Michigan, but like.
Okay. Well, there's one, here in Brentwood, and I used to go to that.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but especially when I worked up there,
Right.
Well, one opened here right in town.
Yay!
Spring Hill, that is not a good thing. Hey, Teresa. Teresa Colgate's on here.
What's that?
Teresa Kogat's on here.
No, I love that.
Do you have an angel named Madeline? That was my mom, and she was an angel for sure.
Aw, no, I don't have one named Madeline, but that's such a pretty name.
It is, and all your angels. I'm surprised you don't.
Well, a lot of them I don't like name them a person's name. Like it might be called, the guardian or the watcher or the protector. You know what I mean? So I don't actually give them girl names all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with YouTube though. It says unable to connect to chat. Please try later. It's very strange.
And Angela Springett said, hello, I think this is my favorite angel. When will you be releasing the cross stitch pattern for this, Teresa?
That's hilarious. Did she put a laughing emoji, I hope?
No, the one where she's going like, please.
Aww.
And Colleen says Bridget could have been Colleen, Irish name. Hi, Colleen. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, she's in packing mode these days. She must be taking a lunch break. No, would it be lunch there? Yeah, it'd be around lunchtime there. As far as this being a cross stitch pattern, it will be a while. I have other ones on the, like in the, what do I want to say? In the lineup that I don't even have charted yet. So, but thank you. Shoot, my accountant's trying to call me.
Did you answer it?
No, I can't while I'm live. Maybe she'll email me and I can check it real quick. Well, you know how the government stuff and the tax, all that stuff, it's a pain in the butt. But she was trying to pay my Michigan tax and, she has all my login information, so I don't have to deal with any of it. It wouldn't let her do what she needed to do. It said I wasn't registered, but I've been paying unemployment tax. So I'm like, and they wouldn't help her, give her any information or help her because she's not the business owner. So I called the first time I got somebody, he wasn't any help. And so I was real unclear of the whole situation. So I called my accountant and I said, can you just walk me through the whole entire story? So when I talk to them, I know what I'm talking about. So she did. It's still foreign language to me, but I at least got the gist of it. So I called back and thank goodness I got this lady that, like, she asked me, well, what tax was she trying to pay? I goes, I don't know. It's the Michigan tax, blah, blah, blah. Because she was asking like what form and stuff. I'm like, I really don't know. So she goes, well, let me see. Let me check into it. Anyways, she did. Oh, she says, oh, maybe it's this. And she said, just a second. And then she clicked a button and she goes, try it now. And I logged in and everything worked. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Because it's been a thorn in my side for the past few days. And so anyways, so she's probably trying to get a hold of me to say it worked or it didn't, but I'm sure it worked.
Yeah, let's hope it did. Oh, so you don't do none of your sales tax or monthly?
Well, I don't have to do, most of my stuff is wholesale, and then the retail stuff, Etsy takes care of the sales tax.
Oh, so you just got to do your
payroll tax and yeah.
Yeah, I do all ours.
I don't know how to do any of that stuff, nor do I ever want to know. So I'd rather pay someone to do it. It's nerve-wracking to me. Like, if you do it wrong, I mean, there's like no mercy, it seems like.
Well, with QuickBooks, I mean, it figures the numbers out for you. But yeah, I mean, if you don't like doing it, my boss didn't either. And when I left, they went back to a payroll company
Yeah.
because I used to do it all for them.
I know. I was always impressed. You can do all that accounting and all that stuff. It's like, my creative mind takes over any logical or numerical math stuff. I just can't. Probably logical stuff too.
And Daisy, hi Daisy. I did stain the surfboard. I used like a driftwood looking stain. It's actually paint, but it's a what is it, like a glaze, a patina. And right now I'm just doing the navy behind, and then I'll go back and do them all. Thanks, Colleen. I look forward to the day when I can stitch it if my eyes and fingers, etc., still work.
Aw. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, stitching the angels, they're pretty intense stitches. I don't know. You have to be pretty dedicated and talented to stitch those. I have Matthew, he painted. He painted my last angel. He stitched my last angel, and I sent him the Madonna and Child. So I was wondering if I had the painting to show you guys.
Is that
No.
the one you did the sneak peek of the angel?
Oh yeah.
A bunch of sneak peeks in one picture.
Yeah. Yep, that was the angel he stitched. And they're, like I said, it's confetti stitching, which means there's a lot of color changes one after another, and a lot of full coverage. And so because I don't like, his mom stitches for me too, and so I don't really communicate with him. I go through his mom. And I said, ask Matthew if he wants something easier, or would he want to, stitch Mary and baby Jesus. And she goes, well, he wants to see what it looks like. So I sent it to her, and she goes, oh yeah, he wants to stitch that. I'm like, yes. I'm so happy. Because it's not easy to find, stitchers that want to stitch that kind of a intense pattern.
Yeah, and when it's the faces like that, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's a ton of work. Yeah.
Well, I think you need to do it.
I'll be 80 when it got done. So I'm going to show you what I did to this. The angel one that I'm releasing. So I'm going to show a close up so you can see how intense the stitching is. Oops. There's all kinds of
so pretty
color changes in it. So I painted the background of this frame because it said "This is us" or something, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I painted like flowers and turquoise and stuff, and it was really bright. So I thought, well, I'll do a whitewash over it, and I didn't like that either. It was still too bright. So then I did a raw umber wash over it, and it toned it down enough that it wasn't competing with the angel. But I love it.
That's pretty. Wait, is that the material? The green border? Is that the material?
That? No,
Yeah.
that's what I painted.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's like wood.
Well, it matches her dress. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was going for. But
yeah,
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's just a lot of stitching right there.
Terry Lane said she had to list her dream job for school last week, and she put being your model stitcher.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Do you stitch for her now? Does she stitch for you? Or does she
Uh-uh.
stitch?
Well, I'm assuming she stitches, but no, she doesn't stitch for me.
No.
Doreen, hi. Hi, Becky. What inspired you to paint and design angels? As far as inspired me to paint, I've always been creative. Like even as a kid, I was always coloring and coloring books and any kind of creative thing. I loved it. So painting angels though, I just love angels. And when I wanted to start painting angels, at the time I had an artist age, or I'm sorry, a licensing agent, and she said, "Oh, angels won't sell for licensing. Don't waste your time." Blah blah blah. Well, I kept feeling this pull that I just wanted to paint angels, so I did it anyways, and here I am. That was probably, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Yeah, she's been painting a lot longer than she's been designing patterns.
Yes, for
I think a
sure.
lot of people don't know that about you.
Yeah, I mean, I came into so a part of the reason I actually do needlework at all is because I have this like problem where I want to do all the things. So I was, licensing my artwork, and at that time it was all watercolor. I wasn't even painting with acrylics. And I went and so I was licensed through a fabric company, and they wanted me to come to Quilt Market. So I went to Quilt Market. I guess I could have that on me a little bit. So I went to Quilt Market, and that's somebody, it was, I think her business name was Hooked on Rugs. Her name was Barb. She since has passed, but she was doing punch needle in her booth, which I thought that was odd at a quilt market, because like she just stood out like a sore thumb because she was the only one doing something different. But when I saw it, I was just instantly hooked. I'm like, what is this? I want to do it. So that's what got me into doing punch needle. And I was, I self-taught with that. Just started like translating some of because my designs were more simple back then. I wasn't painting angels and all that stuff. So I started doing punch needle, and then I started selling my punch needle wholesale to gift or to needle workshops. And I was doing that for probably what, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. And shops kept saying, you really need to, do cross stitch. We love your designs, but we don't sell punch needle in our shop. And I listened to them tell me that for a few years because I'm stubborn, because I didn't do cross stitch. I didn't know how to design it. I didn't know anything about it. So finally I listened to them, and I started asking some of the other vendors that design cross stitch, like, how do I get started? What program do I use? Blah, blah, blah. And then I said, well, how can I design cross stitch if I don't actually do it? Because how am I going to have models to show? And then another lady said, oh, well, you can hire people to stitch for you. And I'm like, oh, well, that solves that problem. So that's how that whole thing got started. But I started my business in like 1992. And then in 94 is when I started doing wholesale with my art and selling to gift shops. And then licensing started in 1997. So anyway, just, when you're own your own business, you kind of go where the demand takes you, or, you know, it's definitely not an even keel. There's ups, there's downs, you know, one thing leads to another, and then you start doing something else. And so what I paint now is 1,000 times different than what I used to paint when I started primitive folk. And it was all watercolor. It was very loose watercolor, very, well, I have one. I'll show it to you. I found this not too long ago. The frame's a little bit beat up. So this is an example of what I used to do.
I remember that. Didn't you make cards or something with that one?
Yeah, we had cards and gift cards and note cards, notepads and list pads. And then, but most of it was framed prints. So this is exactly like when I first started, we would mat them and had these, and we hand painted all the frames. And
yeah, you had like an assembly line.
Yeah, we had quite the operation going. So you go from, you know, that to what I paint now. It's completely different.
Yeah. Her angels are beautiful. And in her class that she teaches, her painting class, so she we've done a few angels in it, but I tried doing one, and I have a few of her angels hanging in my house that she painted. And I tried to do the one, and I'm like, I'll never do one again. When I have hers hanging around my house comparing. Oh, heck no.
Hi, Veronica. In my name, thank you for trying and making your angels cross stitch. You are welcome. Whitney said Kristen is at a surfboard. She's taking up surfing now, y'all.
I wish I was young enough to do that.
Do ya? I'm too afraid of the ocean.
Oh, no, I'm not afraid of the ocean.
Just crabs in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
God, I'll never forget that.
And there's thousands of them like that.
That was insane. You know, you would think that the person you rented that place from would have said, hey, just to let you know, this is what's going on, you know, be aware. Don't you think they should have let you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Telling me it's crab season.
Yeah. But there's thousands of them right close to the shore. Maybe they were afraid you wouldn't rent it then, though. That's probably it.
No, my paintings are not converted into cross stitch. And she does her classes right on Facebook Live. It's in a private group. So when you sign up for her class, you're in it. She does every Tuesdays.
Yep.
And usually 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes you go 3 hours, don't you? Depends, but usually right at 2 hours.
2.5. I don't think I've went 3 hours. That'd be 10 o'clock. I think, but 2.5 is about standard.
It goes in 3-month increments.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do how many projects?
You end up with 6 projects by the end of it. So we start a project 1 week, and then the next week we finish the project. Like last night we finished one, but I gotta put the I'll show it to you. I gotta put the scripture on it.
Oh, it looks so different from last week. It's so pretty.
It is so different. I did not like it last week at all.
I know you didn't. I really like it. I love the black and white.
Yeah, I do too.
Tails.
So here is going to say, blessed are the merciful, for they shall have mercy. and then the verse will be down here. But so yeah, that's what so I supply the drawing as a PDF download. So you download that, and then you have to piece it together or enlarge it to the size, and then you trace it on to your substrate. So you don't have to have the drawing skills or anything. And we just paint and chat for 2 to 2.5 hours, and it's a total blast. I'm loving it. And a lot of the people in there have been with me since I started it, which was it's been a year. Yeah, because we're in our fourth. So they're in sessions. So we're in session 4 right now, and each session lasts for 3 months. 3 months.
So, and then like around a holiday, she does holiday ones. Becky says, I'm signing up. I usually do the holiday ones. There's some people that you can tell are like pro painters, like Teresa. And, and then some people like me, but Teresa makes it like she explains everything. She tells you exactly what color paints to use. If you want to do her colors, a lot of people will do their own colors.
Yeah.
And
it's fun.
Start. And my nerves get shot if I try to follow her. Sometimes I just do it, but it's sort of nice because the video is up there and you can go back and, do a section and pause it.
Right. Yeah. So some people will paint along with me on Tuesday night when I'm live. And then a lot of people, though, they'll just watch it and then visit, and then they can watch the replay and paint their own. And like Kristen said, they can pause it that way. And, some people post when they're done with their painting, and some people don't. You don't have to post, your results. What else can I tell you about it?
There's a good group of ladies in there. They're fun.
They're supportive. Yes.
They have fun chatting every Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Last week I remembered and I wasn't doing anything and I got to sit and chat with y'all. But that one that you just did, I really liked that one.
Thank you.
But it's always there for me to do, but to go back and yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Thank you for saying that. So when you join, if you join CW Live, you like all the lessons I've done from the beginning are on there. So if you get on there and you say, oh, you can scroll back and see all the different lessons that we've done, because we've done Santas, we've done Halloween, all kinds of different angels, farm animals, all kinds of stuff. So you can go back and do any lesson you want on your own time.
Hi, Sally. She said, hi, girls. Long time no see. You know what?
Oh, yeah, Sally used to join us a lot.
Yeah. Becky, there's a lot of people on there that never painted before. Tell Teresa.
Yeah, that is true. Or there's some people that used to paint and haven't painted in a long time, and so they're coming back into it. And there's all different levels. Chris Williams, she works for Plaid, and Plaid does a lot of the craft paints and stuff. And she works for Plaid, so she'll do like painting lessons for Plaid, like at conventions and things. She's a really good artist. And, so you think, well, why would she want to take a lesson from me? But I do the same thing. I take lessons from other artists because you can always learn something new. And she is awesome in that class because she'll have answers that like last night I said, well, remember your acrylic's going to dry lighter than it is when it's wet. And she goes, yes, it will dry 30% lighter. Like she has all the details of everything. It's awesome.
Yeah. And everybody has their own style.
Absolutely.
Different, like, yeah.
Some people though, like I'll be scrolling and I'm like, thinking it was mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so close to what I painted. And then
And,
other people say, well, like
and you
they'll want to
have
do
to
different
look,
colors.
and you have to look at it like
Yeah.
double look. I have to.
Yeah. It's cool.
Especially Chris's too. She's so good. And there's another one in there that's really, really good too. Like I think she's an artist, like a regular artist too.
Yeah. And like, so anyway, there's all levels of artists in there. And so don't ever feel intimidated by it.
Yeah. And like the stuff Teresa paints is actually hard for me. Like I don't do like detail painting. Do I? Like specific details like she does.
You could though.
Yeah, I just need to practice. It's like,
Yeah.
so like it's sort of, you know, what I'm saying is it's like I'm a beginner in like your class. You know, I'm not that type of an artist.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. God, my chair's so loud. Did you hear that? At least it's not my bones creaking.
Right?
Although those do that too. Last night, I don't know what I was thinking. Like I went to bed and my mind was just racing. I hate when that happens. So I was having a hard time settling down. And then I remembered I'm laying seriously. So after CW Live, I usually post pictures in the private group of what I painted so they can see close-ups. And I forgot to do it. So it was like, I don't know, 10 to 12. It was like almost midnight. And my eyes just popped open. I'm like, oh, I never post those pictures. So I got up and I actually posted the pictures around midnight last night. But that's what I do. Like I go to bed and my mind's just like, oh, this and that. Don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do that. But anyways, this is kind of embarrassing. So I go in to use the bathroom and I don't know the way I got up off the toilet, I don't know. I whacked my elbow right, I can't explain it, but like right here, not on the funny bone part, but like right here. I mean, it's so tender there. My whole arm went numb and I was like, seriously, I doubled over. The pain was so bad. I'm like, okay, I'm 54. It's the first time I ever hurt myself getting off the toilet. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, you hit that nerve.
Oh, God, it hurts so bad. It's still kind of achy today.
Radial ulnar nerve. And Daisy said she's hoping to be in the next class.
Yay! Fun.
Yeah, Whitney, that's the other one. Whitney's on here too. Hi, Whitney. She's very talented too.
Yes.
Very.
You know why I wasn't seeing the comments on YouTube? Because I was on my other YouTube channel and nobody's on that one.
You did
So
that before.
I know I'm on the right one now, so I can see all the comments easier. Becky, do you do your? Oh, this is probably long ago. We probably answered that, but she asked if it was through Zoom. No, it's through a private Facebook group. We might have already said that. I don't know. We probably already did.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
join us, Becky. When does the next session start?
I have no idea.
I know. I didn't expect you to know because I don't even know. I was kind of. Let me see. I can find out real quick. They'll let you know. So if you go to gatherdreamcreate.com and then /CW-live, if you go there, it has all the information that you need to learn about what the class is and to sign up.
So like before the class gets started, she will give you a list of what you need.
Yep. All right. So
did you go blank? Did you freeze on us? Did you freeze on us? You froze.
I had to take a break, you guys. That was Jerry. My mom's expecting some test results, so I don't want to disrupt the live. So I'm going to go use Kevin's phone. So I'm going to be gone for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
So, go to gatherdreamcreate.com. And she said /CW Live, but I think once you get to her website, let me see. I got my phone here, Becky. Well, if I can type, right? Gather, dream, create. Okay, gatherdreamcreate.com. And then I think it might be it. Okay. I don't know if that's it or not. This isn't CW Live. Tutorials? Workshops? We'll have her do it when she comes back, but it's on gatherdreamcreate.com. And then...
Oh, I'll put it in the comments.
Okay, you'll link it?
Yeah.
I just tried looking it up. But
shoot.
So I need to look up a picture. What color are these little sticky things on the hibiscus? The same color? I mean, I gotta put some more blues in here. I'm just doing the backgrounds, but.
That's Facebook. Where'd my YouTube go? I must have clicked out of it. Okay.
Is Colleen still on here?
I don't know.
So that wasn't their sister. Was that a sister, Cheryl's sister-in-law?
Yeah. I think it was her husband's brother's wife. I'm not sure.
Okay. Hey, Colleen. So are y'all packed and ready to go? So Colleen, do you have family where you're going back home?
Okay.
It's her sister-in-law. the one I made the Granny's Garden quilt for. This week it's the cottage, and next week it's the studio. Goodness. Do you have a studio at your house where you're moving back to?
Her whole house is going to be her studio because it's all hers.
That's
right, Colleen?
true. Right.
Yes, Sally, she's painting a surfboard. It's a like a decorative surfboard for her condo at the beach.
You have 8 kids?
Who has
Cheryl?
8?
I'm
Colleen,
like,
you have 8
Mom
kids?
has 8 kids. I'm the baby. I'm the 8th child. Are you crazy, woman?
I did not know you had such a big family, Colleen. It's a 3-bedroom ranch house. Nice. Oh, nice. That's a big studio. That'll be awesome.
Crazy.
You're so funny. Oh my goodness, you cracked me up. Okay, I'm moving on from her face. I want to do something different.
Man, I need to restock up on my paper plates.
Hi, Deborah. 3 boys and 5 girls. Colleen, how did I not know this about you? How did we not know this? In all the conversations we've had. Wow. I mean, I knew you had a son, and then your daughter that you do, she's been on your floss tube videos. And I guess I just assumed that you had 2 kids. I shouldn't assume things, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would have never thought 8 kids. Hey, Deborah.
Me neither. So
My
did they live
mom
all over the country?
I guess there, she said that's why she moved.
That's funny.
My mom had 1 son, he was the oldest, and 7 girls.
Wow, it's just a lot of kiddos.
Right?
I feel pretty lame. I can't even fathom that many kids and like how to keep everyone like get their homework done and to keep everything rolling. Man, that is intense.
Yeah.
I had this friend. Okay, so Jan and I, and then a couple of friends that live in Port Huron, it's about an hour away. We used to go to Ohio for a week antiquing, and we did it for 20 years, every single summer. Anyways, the one friend, it was the 2 that were from Port Huron, they were sisters, Linda and Carol. Well, Carol, she's been gone now for, gosh, probably 10 years or more. But she's funny. She had the driest sense of humor. And we were at a restaurant one time, the 4 of us down in Ohio. And there was this child, like just being a total pain to its parents, like would not settle down and would not listen. And Carol, as she's eating her dinner, so ever so calmly said, "I like kids, but I couldn't eat a whole one." Just like I almost spit food out all over the place, but that was the kind of stuff she'd say. And oh my gosh, I'll never forget it.
That's funny. Yeah.
She was hilarious. All right, let's see. Colleen.
What'd she say?
She said, "Oh, you just read it." Well, come on, I'm a biatch. She said.
Everyone else is Washington. I don't know. What is she talking about? Do you listen to our floss tube?
I watch all your floss tubes. How did I miss? Did you ever mention that you had that many kids? Evidently, I must have, I don't know, blanked out when you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Give us some hearts and some thumbs up, y'all. 13 grandkids. Oh my gosh. So, what is your youngest grandkid and how old is your oldest grandkid, Colleen? I'm really testing you here, but I'm just curious.
They're probably happy you're moving back.
Heck yeah, I bet they are. I don't care how old you are, you always want your mom. Like, I miss my mom being in Florida. I just miss her so much. And your dad, too. I'm not dissing dads. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, yeah. So on YouTube, I don't think there's like, you can't give hearts and thumbs up. That's a Facebook thing. I don't know what you can do on YouTube other than just like the video. I guess you can just like the video. I don't know. Doreen's on here, and Doreen knows way more than I do about YouTube. This is funny. So what was I gonna put on? Oh, I have a finishing video for a spring chart that I have coming out in that magazine, the Punch Needle Primitive Stitchers magazine. Anyways, so I didn't want to show the video until the magazine came out. So I uploaded the video and put it as a premiere. Now, the reason I put it on there at all is because Deb, that does the magazine, she wanted to have a link to put in the magazine, so I had to create the video in order to have the link. Okay. So I made it a premiere, and Doreen emails me. She's like, "Did you know that you made that video a premiere?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Do you know that if you make it a premiere, it means when it goes live, or when the video is released, you are going to be live? Like, you're supposed to be there live with people talking about it." Well, I had it set to be released at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that that's what a premiere meant." And she's like, "Yeah." So I went in and changed it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Doreen helps me."
Yeah, there's a lot then to know about it, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot more than I know, that's for sure. Too funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, I do have 2 different streams going on YouTube. I never used to have my Creative Whims YouTube channel. I never did Whatcha Paintin Wednesday on that for the longest time. But then I thought, why not? That's where I have more followers. So, yeah, I have it on my art channel, and then I got it on my other one too. I'm getting that too pinky. How's Ralph doing?
He's doing good. He had a stomach virus again the other day.
A second one?
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's some of this pork crap he eats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I told him, can we not eat this for a little bit? I don't eat it, but for him.
Yeah, he loves it.
Mhm. Like he makes cracklings and stuff.
Now, what's that? Just fried pork fat?
Yes.
That's what I thought. So
Yeah, like yeah.
kind of like oh, what are those?
It's what they use to do the bacon, the sides, but it's more of the fat and a little bit of meat.
Okay. Well, what are those things you can buy at the store? Pork rinds. Is it kind of
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, well, pork rinds is the skin.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that. I thought it was the fat. I guess rind. That should have been my first clue. Hey, I never said I was
Yes,
real
'cause
bright.
I love those too. They're keto friendly trees.
I'm not doing keto, remember? If
Yeah,
I do it again, I'll probably end up bald. So last night we were talking because Kevin made dinner and he made hamburgers on the grill because it was halfway warm out. I mean, for us, warm right now is like 40. So, anyways, the hamburger wasn't quite done. So, but I'm like on this time limit. I got to get down to the studio for the live class. And so we put it in the, oh, what do you call that oven? Makes air fryer. But we have, so it's a toaster oven, but you can do air frying too, which tends to be a little quicker. So he put it in there. And so it's like 20 to 7. And I'm like, I don't care if it's done or not. I'm going to have to eat it. So we took it out of the air fryer and it was still more red than I like it. So I just like ate around the
what
edges and I didn't eat the center. What's
a
that?
hamburger?
A hamburger, yeah.
Oh,
So I was during the live last night. I said, if I get violently sick, you guys will know why. And I said, when I was growing up, my dad used to eat raw hamburger. My mom would be making something with hamburger. He'd come in, he'd take a chunk of it, roll it in a ball, salt and pepper it, and eat it. He did this all the time, and he never got sick. So we got to talking about that, and that's like a real thing. They call it beef tartare. It's like on the menu in some restaurants. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I never knew that.
yeah.
Did you
I
did you
don't
know that?
know it. No, I don't want to know it.
I know it's so
Okay,
gross.
just the texture of hamburger.
Ugh. Yeesh. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know. But yeah, and then you hear on the news, oh, you bought hamburger from this place, it's, got E. coli and people are dying over it and stuff. And I'm like, just that alone is why I would not want to eat raw hamburger. Ugh.
Mm-mm.
So those are the kind of conversations we have during CW Live. Pretty much like we have here. Just
That's what I made. I made hamburgers on the grill. We did little sliders, and I made Big Mac sliders. Well, like I made them like Big Mac with little tiny onions and the Thousand Island cheese and lettuce.
oh, that sounds so good. So Deborah said, but that tartare is steak, not mixed up ground beef. They must do it different in different places because they were saying last night that it was mixed. It was ground beef. So there's a steak tartare and there's I don't know.
I have no idea either, and I don't care.
Yeah, just anything raw when it comes to meat, like oysters or what is that? Caviar? Is it caviar?
Sushi,
No,
period.
sushi. That's what I was trying to say. Ugh, I've never had it, and I don't think I ever will.
I mean, Ralph eats He loves and Gabby loves it too, the crispy, crunchy crab roll.
What's that?
It's not raw. It's crab meat, cream cheese, and it's rolled, in the rice and that. And then it's got that. What's their coating on it? The Chinese,
those leaves?
No, that's seaweed. Their breading.
Oh.
It's something.
I have no idea.
Anyways, and then it's hot, like they deep fry it.
Oh, well, I can handle that.
So, yeah.
Deborah said, yes, Deborah, you can ask me about Newcastle bouquet. I'll do my best to answer it.
That was a big, huge seller.
Yeah, it was.
That was last year's market. Wasn't it?
Yes. Yep. Yep. March 2020. Ground beef is ground steak. Oh, Daisy. Okay. Can I be? Yeah. Trying to watch all the comments here and keep up with them. Now that I'm on my right channel. Any word on when you're coming up?
No, I don't. She wants to come up. Okay, she has Fridays off.
Oh, okay.
But she wants to come up on a Friday and leave on Sunday. So I am not doing that. I am sorry. That's terrible trip.
Yeah, it's too short.
Flying, that's exhausting.
Right. Because you basically just have one day.
Yeah.
I get it. She's got a new job. She doesn't want to take time off.
Well, yeah, she can't. And she's like, they want her to start. So they wanted her to apply for a temporary, like they wanted her to start last week if she could. But because she was taking her test so close, she couldn't start. They wouldn't let her, she couldn't get a temporary license.
Oh, got ya.
So I don't know. I'm starting to get a little bit of anxiety.
Anxiety about the wedding?
Getting stuff, getting everything ready for it. Although I don't have to do a whole lot, it's just sort of, I don't know.
You just want it to be perfect. I mean, I
can't believe how close it's getting.
I know it.
The white flowers are not showing up on her fabric choice. What would you suggest as a different color? Maybe light purple? I don't know. Is that the one that's got the reds?
Yeah, the red part.
Okay.
So, Deborah, if you can send me a picture of it or something like that, because I mean, I'm not a big purple fan, so I say no to purple, but that's just because I wouldn't choose purple. But if you like purple,
if
purples
you
and
did
reds.
tone of like a reddish purple, like a burgundy, but on the purple side might look pretty with it, but something that'll blend with the red in it, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, what I'll do when I'm done here is I'll get the pattern out and look at it. So you must have a really light, I'm guessing you have a really light fabric then. But if you send me a picture, I'll be able to see a little bit better. Might be able to help you more. So you can email me. I'll put my email in here for you, Deborah. And then just send me a photo of what you have, and then I'll see if I can help.
Well, and you know the colors so well too, so.
You know, I never did hear. Remember last year, I don't remember. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4 because I put one in each of my new samplers. I put $100 bill.
Yeah,
there was still one that no one ever claimed it. So I don't know if they bought it and it's just sitting in their cupboard somewhere. That cracks me up. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. And I mean, I knew what store it was and everything. So the store was like telling her customers and telling in the newsletter, letting people know to go check it. And we never heard from anybody. So I don't know. Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, that is.
Someone's going to go to stitch that years from now and go, what? Why is there $100 bill? It's so funny.
I know it. Another thing that looks good with red, and I don't know, I can't remember the pattern exactly, but I sort of remember yellow, gold, like a mustard yellow might look pretty. Flowers.
I think it would because the fabric that I had it stitched on was kind of a goldish. It had some goldy red kind of hues to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a light fabric, I think a gold would be pretty.
Yeah, I do too. Like a mustardy gold.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want a bright yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm curious what color her fabric is. She said, I did not think it was light, but I am not the best at picking fabrics. Picking the fabric is so hard. I mean, you think I'd have it down by now, but I don't like using the same fabrics all the time. So I'm always trying new fabrics. And when you do the floss toss and you put the floss colors on it, it'll look like, oh yeah, this will show up on that color. And then as the model stitcher's stitching it, they send me a picture and they said, this isn't showing up. And I'm like, that's so weird because it just looks so different when it's stitched than it does when it's just on the skein. So, I mean, I even struggle with it. It's not a perfect science. It's part of the challenge though,
Yeah.
I don't want all my patterns to look the same. So I'm always trying
to have so many pretty fabrics out there.
They really do. Yeah.
You've gotten some beautiful.
I just got more fabric in. Was it yesterday? Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, these are so, yeah, I ordered them through 1, 2, 3 stitch online. And The only thing I didn't like is like I don't know who made the fabric. They didn't put it on there. So now it's like mystery fabric. I can't design with it because I have to let people know what fabric I use. So I'm going to get a hold of 123 Stitch and maybe they can help me with that. I would think they would know.
Like you said too, some of your angels that you've done in the past,
Uh-huh.
that there's the backgrounds were cross stitched. Well, there's so many pretty fabrics out there they can just do the angel.
Exactly. That's what I've been doing, is letting the fabric show in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That saves them so much stitching, and it just makes it more appealing for someone to want to do it if they don't have to stitch all that background.
Yeah, goldish color, Deborah. Fabric is goldfish modeled.
Oh, goldish. I think she meant goldish. Yeah.
Oh,
Goldish modeled. Oh, so that might not work then. I'm surprised the white wouldn't show up then. Maybe you just need a lighter white. I don't remember what I called for in it.
okay.
Oh,
Use hibiscus and just sort of
those are pretty, Kristen. I've just been so busy.
now.
Oh, they look awesome. I haven't ate yet today, and my stomach is growling so loud, so I hope you guys can't hear it.
We can't. Yeah, and I would like to go down to Florida when it's not raining. You know, every time we went down there,
Really?
Yes, it's been pouring rain.
Oh, bummer. I can't wait to see your condo.
I can't wait for you to see it either. Because that means you'll be with me.
Right? Right? I know it. It's been too long.
Kristen, I have the 3 daughters, 23, 28, and 30. They all got engaged in 2020 and all getting married in 2021.
Oh my gosh.
She said, talk about stress.
Oh, I bet.
I would have to take, honest to God, I'd have to take a Valium or something. Wouldn't I, Teresa?
That is a lot. Oh,
so what are the dates of their weddings?
Right? Hopefully they were kind to you in that aspect.
And, you know, I'm being ridiculous too, because the venue, like, I literally have to do nothing.
I know. That's why.
Nothing except for the night before. We're gonna have a party here, but that won't be bad. I'm getting it catered, but like the venue we're doing it at, they do everything, like the decorating, the food. I mean, every single thing.
And it's so pretty there.
You have a great day too. Privies and Prims.
Bye,
Is that
Doreen.
Doreen? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, it is pretty. So the only thing I literally have to do is get ready. So I am being ridiculous, but my nerves are shot all the time when stuff like this happens.
Aw.
You know how I get. And then
I
if
know.
oh goodness. Like I do hair and I've always done Gabby's hair for like proms. I refuse to do it for her wedding.
Oh, yeah, that's too much. That would stress you out way too much.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, anything you can do to take the load off you, do it. I'm getting way too picky with this painting. I'm gonna have to go here pretty quick. I haven't ate yet, and I'm really, really hungry. Oh my gosh, it's 20 after 3.
Is it really?
It's gonna be dinner time in like a couple hours.
I don't know. I didn't get nothing out for dinner today.
Sounds like you're eating out.
Maybe.
Cajun steamers, here she comes.
Mm-mm.
All right, I didn't loosen up, but that's okay. I had fun visiting. I lightened her face. That was my main goal. So
She's pretty. Is that what you worked on today? Just her face?
I did a little bit of lightening and put some dark spots in her hair too to give that more definition. But yeah, I mean, her face could even be more light. She looks so distorted. I think it's because I don't have it straight on. It's like when I look at it on my computer screen, she looks like she's a giant forehead. There, that looks better.
She looks very pretty.
I paint things I wish I had, like super thick hair. Maybe not super thick, but I wish it was thicker than it is. But I showed you that picture. My hair is growing back. You guys probably can even see it here. I got all these tiny little short hairs that are growing back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. You can stay on, Kristen, if you want.
No, I need to go too. I'm gonna go switch my laundry, get a few things done, and I might come back up here tonight. But
Well, thank you everybody for being here with us today. It's been a couple weeks since you and I've been on together, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because you missed 1 week and then I missed last week. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, she wasn't feeling good last week. So yeah. I'm just keep painting here. All right, everybody. Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. Have a great one. Bye. Bye.